Is there a clock? There is a clock there. Okay. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Kunja Vihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamunati Ravanachari Yamunati Ravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradari Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Vrajajana Ranjana Ravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Yamunati Ravanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladev Jaya Subhadra Jaya Sudarsana Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gauranga Hari Bol Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Gurudev 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 Srila Gurudev कलियुग पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोः श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेष्व भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. Let us recite one shloka from the Bhagavatam. किं प्रमत्तस्य बहुभिर् परोक्षैर्हायनैरिह परं मुहूर्तं विदितं घटते श्रेयसे यतः. किं प्रमत्तस्य बहुभिः परोक्षैर्हायनैरिह परं मुहूर्तं विदितं घटते श्रेयसे yataha. What is the value of a prolonged life which is wasted, inexperienced by years in this world? Better a moment of full consciousness, because that gives one a start in searching after his supreme interest. Please repeat. What is the value of a prolonged life? Which is wasted, inexperienced by years in this world. Better a moment of full consciousness. Because that gives one a start in searching after his supreme interest. What is the meaning of this? You see, in this world, there are some flies which live, like you've seen in this tube light in the night, they are moving like this, you've seen that? They are born at 10 o'clock at night. 11 o'clock they become youth. 12 o'clock they get married. 1 o'clock they beget children. 2 o'clock they get their children settled. 3 o'clock they become old. 4 o'clock they die. So it's just their life is one night life, that's all. That's their lifespan. Then there are little more longer lifespan living entities, like dogs live for 3 to 5 years. Cows live for 15, 20 years, isn't it? Then there are others the tortoise and others. Some of them live for 30, 40 years. Human being lives for maybe 70 to 100 years, isn't it? And then a whale may live for 300 years, 400 years. Then there are trees which live for 1,000, 2,000, even 5,000 years also. So different living beings have different amount of life duration. Correct, no? So generally people think that the longer you live, better it is. Have you seen people thinking like that? That is why people try to put this ventilator. But I have always observed when they put ventilator, a person, whether he is breathing, but can he speak to anybody? Can a person in ventilator talk to anybody? His eyes are open, he is looking at people, but he cannot talk to anybody. Others can talk to him, maybe he understands, but he cannot interact with people. Correct, no? So is there anything wonderful lying in the bed, passing stool and urine, in ventilator, spending another 10, 20 years? How many of you think it's useless? Correct, no? That's what he's asking. What is the value of a prolonged life? What is the meaning of extending your life? Okay, some very rich people are able to afford oxygen, ventilator and all that. And they prolong life of an old man who is already 90, passing stool and urine in the bed. They prolong it by 1 or 2 years or whatever. But what is the need for you to have a longer life unless you have something purposeful to do in life? Is it not a good question? Correct, no? One time we were asked a very important question. You are in a desert, and whatever prasadam you carried, it got finished. And now you have to travel another 3-4 days. And there is nothing available. There is no fruits, nothing, no food to eat, nothing. Only you have one more friend with you who is carrying omelette with him. Omelette means made of egg, correct, no? That's the only thing. Now you have only one choice. Either you eat omelette or you die. Either of the two. Because otherwise the next 3 days you cannot survive. And he has carried good amount of omelette. And he is ready to share with you. How many of you will eat? Can take a vote. Yes. None of you will eat, sure? You're confident. It's better to die than eating that, correct? No? You think like that. But according to Rupa Goswami Pad's teaching, if you see like that, you can eat it provided after you come out of the desert, you are going to intensify your spiritual life. Huh? And you can actually tell the Lord that actually I've got a human form of life now, which can be used for purifying my heart and then going back to God. Correct, no? So to preserve the human life, for the sake of practicing Krishna consciousness, one may be allowed to eat such a thing. Once there was a very big famine in the world, all across the globe. Nowhere there was food or water or anything. So Vishwamitra was forced to eat a dog meat. That's mentioned in the Bhagavatam, one purport. So if he wouldn't eat, he would have died. So he ate that, but then why can a devotee of God eat omelette or things like that in such an extreme situation? Because if he preserves that life is going to be used in whose service? Krishna's service. But after eating omelette, you come back home to watch movie and enjoy party. Better you die in the desert only. There is no use. Because the purpose is useless purpose. Correct, no? So therefore, why you do what you do? That's very important. Correct. That's why here this whole verse is about talking about the purpose. What is the value of a prolonged life which is wasted? Inexperienced by years in this world. Inexperienced means your life is passing, but you are not making any tangible transformation of heart. Like Mrigari had a change of heart. Cruel Mrigari became compassionate Mrigari. Correct, no? Similarly, proud Rahugana became humble Rahugana. You will see like that. You will see in Bhagavatam many examples like that. There was an Angulimal, you heard about Angulimal? Angulimal would catch people going to forest and cut their fingers, Anguli. Anguli means fingers. And he would make a garland of fingers and wear it. Because he wanted to show the world that how powerful I am. I can cut fingers of hundreds of people and wear Angulimal. And Buddha delivered him. So Buddha made him compassionate. Don't be so cruel, cutting fingers of people. How can they do writing, reading, anything if you take away the fingers of all the people? So, cruel Angulimal became compassionate later on to all the people. So you will find there are many examples. Arjuna was depressed and lamenting, but then Arjuna became knowledgeable. He became wise man, intelligent by hearing the Bhagavad Gita. So, in case your human life, this is where you began. And here you are ending the human life. From here to here, what change of heart has happened in your life? What change of habits? What change in lifestyle? What change in character has come about in your life? Then you are somebody. It is certainly wonderful. So one boy was telling, yes, that's a great change which has come in me. What is it? He said, I was an ordinary boy born in a village, but I got into IIT. Then I got into IIM. Then I went to America and I joined Microsoft. And I went to a very big post in Microsoft. Later on, I came out of Microsoft and started my own, startup. And the startup grew very big. Then I started making millions of dollars. Then I became a millionaire. I became a billionaire. I think this is the greatest achievement I made in life. So I asked that fellow, see, you also went through IIT. There are also some Hare Krishna devotee also went through IIT. But if you see, at the end of your life, if you put both of you standing next to each other, you are in your deathbed, the devotee is in deathbed. Now, beyond the point of death, let us see what you are going to carry. You say that you have achieved all these things, but at the time of death, you are going to leave the body and go. You will not even remember that you had all these things. You will not know which bungalow you had, which job you had, where is your IIT degree, where is your IM degree, where is your billionaire position. On the other hand, one who is a devotee daily has gotten up in the morning. He has invested, chanting, reading, hearing. He has been refining his spiritual consciousness, correct, no? That means he has debugged his mind. He has removed the lust, anger, greed, all these impurities. Because in our mind, there are thousands of seeds of kama karma bijas. They are only, they are pushing you. And you can clearly experience when you are in youth, the lusty desires lurking in the mind. Similarly, the anger. Many times we become angry with people. Either we raise the tone or raise the hand or look at somebody with angry glance, isn't it? You become angry. Similarly, when you look at other people, flourishing in material life, we also become envious of them. We become greedy. We also want to be like them. So these are impure seeds. Where are they? Where are they stored? In the mind. They're stored in the mind. They're stocked in the mind. And as long as the seeds are there, they keep on pushing you. Become greedy, become lusty, become angry. They keep pushing. So if somebody takes to spiritual life, he is cleansing those seeds. He had 100 seeds, now he has made it only 60 now. Or he has made it 30. So that is actually considered progress in spiritual life. So this boy is also getting out of the material body at the time of death. That boy is also getting out. So who has made real progress? Devotee has made real progress. Because both have their minds stocked with impure seeds. But that other fellow achieved more and more and more big material ambitions. At the time of death, his mind is full stock of, hefty stock of impure seeds, but he has not done any homework of cleansing it. Whereas this fellow has cleansed those seeds. Plus, besides cleansing the seeds, he has also awakened understanding of God, attraction to God, love for God, and how to deal with living beings, how to deal with God. All this knowledge he has acquired, this fellow. So, this fellow is more well equipped when he is quitting the body, because at the time of quitting body, in the other fellow, even after material achievements, Yamadutas are waiting for him. Because he must have eaten cow flesh. He must have indulged in illicit behaviors. And the Yamadutas are taking him. What is the use of all his degrees and money and millionaire, billionaire, all these things? Think about it. Because at the time of death, and time of birth, time of death, if you see, we all have empty hands. Materially, you don't bring in anything into this world. Materially, you don't take anything out of this world. A very simple example I'll tell you. Say you are working in Hyderabad, in Microsoft company working. The company will provide you a lot of facilities which you can use only inside the company. Correct, no? They will not allow you to take it outside. Like they give you a cabin, they give you, some machine to work. They give you pens, they give you stationery, they give you, snacks, everything. But everything should be inside the campus. Correct, no? And they give you those things so that you can use those things for whose service? Microsoft service, correct, no? Similarly, in this world, you are provided with many facilities. Either you use it in Krishna service or use it for sense gratification. If you use for sense gratification, you will be caught. Correct? No, you are going to be caught. But if you can use it. But once you get out of the company, can you take them with you? You cannot take. If you're taking, someday you will be caught also. Because things meant for the company are kept in the company only. Similarly, in this world, when you are leaving at the time of death, you don't carry anything with you. It's something serious to think about. So here this verse is asking a challenging question to us. Even if you have a long life like a tree lives for 3,000 years, redwood trees live for 5,000 years also. Those trees were there, say some tree was there even in Lord Krishna's time, and Krishna was speaking to Arjuna, Bhagavad Gita. Later on, the same tree was there in Buddha's time. Buddha was how long ago? 2,500 years ago. And then when Jesus came 2,000 years ago, the same tree might have been there. And even when Muhammad, the Prophet, was preaching Quran, that was some 1,300, something like that, 1,300, 1,500. And now also the tree is still there, because 5,000 years it has spent. So that long life of the tree, has it benefited the tree? You're just standing. And no progress, no transformation, no change of heart. Correct, no? You understand the point? So at the time of death, when the soul in the body of the tree leaves the tree, has he made any spiritual progress? No, because the tree has long life, but no change of heart. The tree has long life, but no spiritual progress. See, dogs, cats, trees, their subtle body, their mind remains the same. Whatever impurities they brought there, they keep the same only. They have no ability to cleanse it. Nor do they have the ability to awaken love for God. They cannot do that. Only in which body you can do that? Only in human form you can do. On the other hand, see, Shankaracharya lived how long? 32 years. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lived how long? 48 years. But how many of you think these two great personalities, Shankara and Chaitanya, their life is purposeful life? How many of you think? Correct? They have impacted the whole world. Even though the life duration is short. So now think about it and tell me, is shorter duration of life with greater impact spiritually for oneself and for the world is better, or a long duration of life with no spiritual transformation is better? Yeah, correct, no? And that is the point here. What is the value of a prolonged life which is wasted like a tree, inexperienced by years in this world? Better a moment of full consciousness, because that gives one a start in searching after his supreme interest. That means if you are in full consciousness to search after supreme interest, you are very fortunate. Like I see many people in the train, they are just sitting. If there's 20 hours journey, they keep looking at the watch. अरे कितना लंबा सफर करना पड़ता है. They say, they don't know what to do. Many of them. Or Mungfali comes, they buy and eat. Some thumbs up, some bhel. Whatever comes, they keep buying and eating, and then just looking out of the window, hoping that the journey will come to an end. So these people are like a vegetable, just existing without doing something meaningful or purposeful. So what can you do if you are in a train? Say 20 hours you are in a train, what all you can do? Let us take one point from each of you. What will you do if you are in train 20 hours? Book reading you will do. Very good. He will hear the lectures, yeah. Then you also do book reading. Anybody else will do anything else you will do? Book distribution you will do. Wonderful. Anything else? And try to preach to people around you. Tell something about human life, animal life, and eating, sleeping, mating. We can begin with that. Tell them something about Krishna consciousness, yeah. And then Kirtan, yeah. Some people may say, we'll go Harinam also in the train. From the beginning train, some boys go, isn't it? What else can you do? Extra rounds you will chant. Yeah, very good. Then, what is that? Create PPTs, yeah. You will make PPTs so you can present in colleges later on. Very good, yeah. Correct, no? What else can you do? Service. What type of seva you can do in the train? Serving prasad to other devotees. Okay. Sharing some pastimes. You can call to devotees and share some pastimes. We can share. And if there is some another senior devotee, you can inquire also. You can ask questions. Prabhuji, this is a very good opportunity. Now, I have many questions noted down. I can ask. So you can see that you all have something purposeful to do in the train when you are going. Correct, no? And this is directly going to help you in your spiritual progress. Correct, no? This is the main point we are talking now. Actually, a devotee of the Lord does not waste one moment. He always thinks in terms of what is the end result which will come if I do this activity. So Purport Prabhupada says, Purport Prabhupada ki. One of you read it? Who has the mic with you?
Srila Shukadeva Goswami instructed Maharaj Parikshit about the importance of the chanting of the holy name of the Lord by every progressive gentleman. In order to encourage the king, who had only 7 remaining days of life, Srila Shukadeva Goswami asserted that there is no use in living hundreds of years without any knowledge of the problems of life. Better to live for a moment with full consciousness of the supreme interest to be fulfilled.
So, you see, suddenly, actually Parikshit was king of the whole world. He had everything at his disposal. He had a huge palace, he had hundreds and thousands of elephants and horses, and the whole world saluting him. He was a very powerful personality. Some people think that Parikshit got the kingdom ready-made from his grandfather, Yudhishthir. Yes, it is true. He inherited the kingdom. But as soon as he ascended the throne, he gave out an invitation. Is there anybody in this world who would like to fight with me? I am ready to wage a war, and if you defeat me, then you can take my throne. Are you ready? So first time, no response. Second time, 3 times he gave out invitation. And everybody, all the kings of the world, they said, you are actually a follower of Pandavas. And Pandavas are faithful devotees of Lord Krishna. So why should we fight with you? We are all very happy having you as our king. And we will pay tribute every month to you. And we like to work under you. And we are guided by you. So then he accepted the throne. That means both by merit and by inheritance, Parikshit got the throne. So is he qualified candidate, or just like that it has come to him? What do you think? He is a qualified candidate. But such a highly qualified man, and who saw Lord Krishna when he was in the womb of his mother. Therefore, he was protected from the Brahmastra sent by Ashwatthama. Correct, no? So therefore his name is Vishnurat. Vishnurat means one who was protected. Vishnurat means one who was protected by Lord Vishnu. Not only that, when he came out of the mother's womb, it is said he was always searching for Krishna. He would look at the face of different men and say, is it the same fellow I saw in the womb? Like that, you would see. So it's called as what name? Parikshit. Parikshit means one who did pariksha of everybody. Such beautiful names he has. Parikshit, Vishnurat. Not only that, there is one verse in Bhagavatam which says, when he was a small boy, he was very busy with Krishna dolls, where he was offering bhoga, he was decorating, dressing. His mother would call, Parikshit, come, it's time for breakfast. He would say, not now. First I have to finish the dressing of the deities. Huh? I have to offer puja, I have to offer bhoga, then I will come. So such was his enthusiasm for worshipping Krishna. Huh? He was a pure devotee right from womb itself. Huh? And the womb he was a pure devotee. When he came, he was a chivalrous king also. At one point of time, this Kaliraj was creating some havoc, by making people break the regulative principles and all. So at that time, he boarded his chariot and found out the place where Kaliraj was there. So he took his sword and he was ready to cut off his head. Huh? He said, you are beating the cow and the bull. I will finish you instantly. And then Kali fell at his feet and begged, Sir, please don't kill me. I am also one of your citizens. Give me a place. Huh? So you can imagine what might this king had. Huh? The whole world was, reigned by him, ruled by him, like that. Such a good king, at one point of time, suddenly he became a victim of one curse by one Shringi, one Brahman, that you have to leave the body in 7 days. So he got the notice. In 7 days you have to leave. So here you can see all your money is not going to help you now. All the kingdom, your name, your fame, your following, your elephants and horses and warriors and everything. What will it do? You can't carry any of this with you. Now he is going to leave with empty hands. So this point comes in everybody's life. I have seen it with my eyes. How when everything is with you materially, we are in a state of intoxicated state. Huh? Like I found one fellow in the flight, elderly man. He was like 75 years old, but he was wearing coat, suit, boot, tie, looking like a young boy. Wearing dress like that, but the body has become old. The old man, but still he is as enthusiastic like all of you, college going boy. Then he asked me, "Kya Swami ji? Kya karte hain aap?" He was asking like that. Kya karte hain? Like that he was speaking. Then I said, I am in ISKCON. I go to schools, colleges, and all. I give program and everything. Then I told him. Then I gave my card to him and said, "Aa jaiye hamare mandir mein, please come to our temple." Mandir kaise ja sakte hain? He said, I am such a busy man. He said, I have 2 sons, 2 daughters. One is in Australia, one is in Canada, one is in America, one is in Germany. And I have a huge business in India in 5, 6 cities. And I am also taking care of my business. I am going and meeting my kids. They all have started their own business in these countries. इतना बिजी है, पूछो मत. मैं क्या आप जैसे स्वामी जी हूँ क्या, बैठकर माला घुमाने के लिए? Can I chant the rounds like you? You are a Swamiji, you know other business. And you can be chanting. My life, you see, I am such a busy man. He said. I said, okay. Whenever you get time, you come. I said. So later on, when just 2-3 days later, when I went back to Pune, I got a call from this fellow. He said, Radheshyamji, Radheshyam, yes. And then he said, I am admitted in one hospital, some Inlax hospital in Pune. He said, Swamiji, तुरंत आ जाइए. क्या किधर आना है? Then he told the hospital name and क्या हो गया है सर? He said, आपके साथ बात कर रहा था लेकिन अगले दिन हमको massive heart attack हो गया. He got a massive heart attack. And the doctors said, you were this close to death. You would have died. Somehow, the right time your heart was pumped and you have survived. They said, how long you will live, we can tell you in another 3-4 days. Like that they told him. Because we have to check the arteries blockage. Correct, no? How much your arteries are blocked. When arteries are blocked, there is no movement of the blood properly. And the blood pressure increases. And one can pass it. They said that we have saved your life now, momentarily, but now we are going to conduct many tests. They have conducted MRI, CT scans, so many different kinds of things, and results are yet to come. So he said that my life is in threat now. He said, immediately come. So I said, but you said you have no time, you are very busy. He said, kya time nahi, din bhar time hai mere paas abhi. Now I have all my time. He said, then I kept it down. Then I was about to plan to go. Again he called and said, Mala wala lekar aiye, he was saying. Bring mala also. So at that time he had become very afraid. He said, please teach me what does Gita actually say? Why people die? Who am I? Where am I going? Abhi marne ke baad kidhar jayenge? Where am I going to go? I said, hey, you should come for the weekly class to learn all this. He never attended any class. People at the time of death, is there adequate time to learn the whole philosophy what you are all learning from now? Is there enough time? Time is too short. How will you convey so much? Huh? You have to convey like a capsule, correct now? So anyway, I told him, you see, I told him, understand one thing, very simple thing. Just like a fish out of water cannot be happy. A jiva out of the spiritual world, in the material world, even if you give a fish a smartphone, iPad, everything, fish cannot be happy. Fish is going to suffer. And that is why you are suffering in this world. Like right now, you are suffering from heart attack. And you are afraid of the death which is coming. So that's the way this world is. The disease, old age, death, everything will come in this world. And then I asked him, if a fish is suffering in the hot sand, what should you do? He said, naturally, we should throw it back in water. I said, yes. So the goal of life is to go back home, back to Godhead. Then he asked, how do we do that? If you say that that is a real happy place, how do I go there? I said, take the mala. Naam jap. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So at the time of death, if you remember the Lord, Krishna says, Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. Kalevaram means body. When you leave the body, you remember the Lord's name, Lord, you will go back to Godhead. But then he said, but how can I remember? When death will come, I don't know whether next 3 days or later. How do you remember? I said, that's why you need abhyas, practice. Actually, if whatever you have been practicing, like many of us, when you're walking in the road, suddenly a thorn pricks your feet. What will you say? Amma, some people say. Some people say, Appa. Some people say like that. Some people say Gali also. Correct? It depends on what kind of mood you have been having many years, correct? No? But if somebody is a devotee, oh Inda, hey Gopala, hey Krishna, hey Rama, like that one will say, correct? No? Depends on what you are used to, correct? No? Especially in crisis, you are not in much control of situation. What will come out depends on your practice. There is one very old lady, she has got this Alzheimer disease. You know Alzheimer? Alzheimer disease means forgetfulness. They even forget their name also. You forget mother's name, father's name, family name. You cannot recognize anybody. When Alzheimer becomes at the peak. This is a Russian lady. But amazingly, the only thing this lady remembers is a holy name, Hare Krishna mantra. Like you ask her, say Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Like that one mantra she will say. After 1 hour or 2 hours, go back to her and ask her, say Hare Krishna, full mantra she will say. That is the only thing she remembers. So Hare Krishna mantra has gone into the deeper, innermost recesses of her heart. Why Lord has done this? Because at the time of death, she is going to remember Hare Krishna. She's a devotee, got Alzheimer's disease now. Everything else, that old lady has forgotten. She must be like 85, 86. Very old, frail body. She is anytime going to leave the body. But because she has chanted for many years, that one thing she is remembering. It is by Krishna's grace she is able to remember. Many people don't know this. Like in this, what is that, BJ Medical College, there is a hospital, no? From there, one nurse, one Mataji came. I was giving a Bhagavatam class in the camp temple, one of the weekend, Saturday morning or something. So she was sitting behind, she was in the uniform, nurse uniform. So after the lecture was over, she came and offered obeisance and said, Swami, this is the first time I am coming to this temple. Bahut acha lag raha hai idhar. Darshan is very nice, Kirtan was nice. I want to come regularly. Then she said, I just came to you to share something with you. She said, I said, what is it? She said, in your lecture I have understood that the name of the Lord is very important. Because at the time of death one should call out the names. And one should remember the Lord at the time of death. This I was not aware, she said. Now she said, please kindly give one mala to me. I am going to start chanting Hare Krishna regularly. So she had taken a copy of Bhagavad Gita, I'm going to chant. And then she said, 1 week ago, I have seen many people dying in the hospital, she said. One old man was dying, and that fellow was passing stool and urine in the bed. And he was asking her, oh, death is coming, I'm going to die, what I should do? That fellow asked. She said, kuch mat karo, awaaz mat karo, mar jao, she said. She said, don't make any noise, you just die. Otherwise, others will be disturbed. Many others are sleeping. Many patients are sleeping. Don't shout, she said. But that fellow still shouted, ah! Like that he shouted, and he died. Huh? Instead, it was an old man who died in this. So she said, if I had known this mantra, I would have told him. Instead of shouting, ah! I would have told him, shout Rama! Correct, no? Isn't it? Actually, because when you chant Lord's name, your next body is going to be a devotee body. At the time of death. When one remembers, Lord says, Antakale chamameva smaran. Smaran means remembering. Muktva kalevaram. Yaprayati samad bhavam yati nastyatra shamsha. You will come to my bhavam means my abode, my spiritual abode. Those who call my names. Like you see, Ajamila called Narayana, but he was a terrible sinner. So he was given a second chance to go to Haridwar and practice Krishna consciousness. And then after 12 years, he was taken back to Godhead. Gajendra called also, Narayana Akila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. And Lord Narayana himself came and he killed the crocodile and then removed Gajendra from his elephant body and gave him Vishnuduta body. Beautiful, handsome, four-handed form. And Lord took him back home, back to Godhead by chanting the name. These people attained perfection. Prithu and Archi, husband, wife, they both are going back to Godhead by Vaikuntha airplane. Because all life they practiced doing devotional service. So they, at the time of death, Vaikuntha plane took them back. So actually you have to prepare. Life is a preparation. Death is a examination. So life is a preparation. If you don't prepare now, at the time of death, how can we call out the name? How can you remember? It's not possible. You will read about Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj also chanted what name? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He chanted that. So all life he chanted. Do you know how he left his body? You will see. He was actually, it's Krishna's kindness that he brought him to Badrikashram. At the time of leaving his body, he was in Badrikashram. There were tears, flowing from his eyes with great love for God. At the time of leaving, he had become a very mature devotee. He was constantly remembering the Lord with great devotion. When Vaikuntha airplane came and stopped to take him, immediately he didn't board the plane. He went to all the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas in Badrikashram, went and fell at their feet with folded palms. He begged for their mercy and blessings. He was not proud. After receiving blessings from everybody, then he boarded the plane and the plane took him back to Godhead. So you will see, how many of you have seen Tukaram going back to Godhead? Only few have seen, yeah? Movie, you have not seen that? Yeah, how many of you have seen? 1, 2, 3. Most of you have seen that, correct? No? So he saw Tukaram going back to Godhead, correct? No? Because he was always chanting, Vittal Rakamai, Vittala, 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 Vittal. Which means one who is chanting the holy name regularly, preparing the consciousness that this body is here today, it will be gone tomorrow. It will not be there with me. Like that old man I was telling you, he was an old body, but he was still proud, that fellow businessman, isn't it? Because the Janmaishwarya Shutashrivir Yedamana Madappuman, it says. Just because, he had crores of rupees and he had sons, daughters having their own business, he was thinking, I am going to be here forever. But is this body going to be here forever? What is the reality? Like somebody may say, Prabhuji, why are you so pessimistic that, body will go away and all this thing, why are you saying? I am not pessimistic, I am realistic. Is it realistic or pessimistic? Yeah, pessimistic means, imagining negativity. We are not imagining negativity, we are talking reality. Like look at your body, you had a baby body, now you have a youthful body. And eventually you will have old body. And eventually that body also will be gone. And the soul will come out of the body. At that time, the real progress has to be seen. Now read what is real progress, we will see. Read that further.
The supreme interest of life is to return home back to Godhead, where life is eternal with full knowledge and bliss. Those who are bewildered by the eternal features the external features of the material world and are engaged in the animal propensities of the eat, drink, and be merry, type of life are simply wasting their lives by the unseen passing away of valuable years. We should know in perfect consciousness that human life is bestowed upon the conditioned soul to achieve spiritual success. And the easiest possible procedure to attain this end is to chant the holy names of the Lord. In the previous verse, we have discussed this point to a certain extent, and we may further be enlightened on the different types of offenses committed unto the feet of the holy name.
And then Prabhupada is talking about different things here. But the whole idea is here, one very important point is saying, read that by chanting.
By chanting the Lord's holy name, one can derive all the stipulated energy synchronized from all sources. Therefore, one should not equate the supreme holy name of the Lord with any other name. Brahma, Shiva, or any other powerful god can never be equal to the supreme Lord Vishnu.
Yeah, actually, many of you have come to ISKCON. Now you are beginning to understand, but actually the power of the holy name is often not known to us. We have very little information. What the holy name can do, I will show you one PowerPoint. Just a minute. See, in the Bhakti Samrat Sindhu, it is said, when a living entity commits sin, from that what happens? Immediately a reaction comes in his account. How many of you have seen Karma Ghost video? Karma Ghost, you have seen? Not all of you have seen. A few have seen. You have not seen that? Oh, it's very important. I have to show this. If you haven't seen, it's just 2-3 minutes only. Why sound is not coming? Should I put here? This one? You're hitting the car. Tailgater, yeah. He's just spitting for a beggar, instead of giving something. Smelly. Litterer. He just threw it, no? He didn't put it in the dustbin. Karma follows like this, you see. All the different bad karmas are sticking to him. See, some bug is going, he will crush it now. See, unnecessarily. Horrible, huh? The karma chases, it doesn't leave it. Huh? It keeps chasing a person and a person. And those bad karmas only cause accidents and everything, like you see. The neglect is happening now. See. See, this killer one is coming now, see. He's saying 1, 2, 3, he's counting. 3. Now their job is over now. See? Correct, no? You got an idea, no? See, this is how the sinful reactions work, you see. They don't leave us so easily. When you do papa, it's called aprara. Aprarudha means what? See, he killed the bug. Did he get reaction immediately? So it was pending, it was kind of running behind. That is called aprarudha. Aprarudha means it has not yet manifested. When did it manifested? When he said 1, 2, 3, he said no. He just broke it. Then it's manifested. Correct, no? Aprarudha becomes prarabdha. Follow on makam. Along with that, one more thing happens when you commit sin. Just take, for example, if you eat a fruit, the fruit also has seed. Correct? Now, if you eat mango, that's also a mango seed. Similarly, when you eat a neem fruit, there is also neem seed inside. Similarly, whenever we do some sinful activity, two things come. One is the physical and emotional suffering we get. And we also get the propensity to repeat that sin. Prabhupada gives an example. Sometimes a college student sometimes goes to a prostitute's red light area sometimes, misguided by bad friends. So once he went, he indulged with some woman, he got polluted, and he got some disease. He went to doctor, he had to spend a lot of money, and itching all over the body and things like that. But then, now he got cured, he's peaceful. But then the old tendencies of again going back to that prostitute comes again. That push from inside. Kudu, kudu, kudu. What is that push? That is called as the kutam. The kutam is pushing him now. Again. Then again that turns into a bija. Bija means he makes a plan. Oh, I enjoyed many months ago. Now again I want to go and enjoy. He goes. Then what he will do? He will do the papam again. Then the papam will give two things. One is the physical and emotional suffering. Plus one more time to repeat the sin. Kutam will come. Then that will again bija. So in this way sin keeps repeating. You are able to see this point? Repeatedly we do the wrong thing. And in this way we have got caught up in a vicious cycle. We cannot escape very easily from this. So how to escape will come now. So here, See, there is a Parikshit is comparing, he's saying, in one of the verses he says, Dritta Shudabhyam Yat Papam Janan Napyatmano Ahitam Karoti Bhuyo Vivashaha Prayaschittam Athokatam is asking, oh Guruji, please tell this. In this world we see that people commit sin, they get suffering. But again they commit the same sin. Why they commit? See, if you are suffering, will we repeat a sin? We shouldn't repeat ideally. But why are they repeating? That's the reason I told you now. Because when the reactions come, along with that, the seed also comes. That makes you repeat the sin again and again. So then Shukadeva Goswami said that there is a method called as Yajna Dana Tapa. You all know Yajna means sacrifices. Dan means charity. Giving dan to Brahmans and people give, no? Dan. And Tapa means upavas, fasting and all those things. So these things, they nullify your sinful reactions. But although they nullify sinful reactions, the sinful activities don't stop. For example, sinful activities again and again lead to reactions. You keep on, it's like a grass, it comes out, you trim it. Next day morning, comes back again. Again you trim it, again it comes. Is it useful to only destroy the reactions? And that is why you will find even religious people, wherein Chandan, Kumkum and all people go to temple, they still watch movies, they indulge in religious activities. You have seen this? You have not seen this? Do you think all religious people are completely pure and they don't do wrong things? You will say, why they do? Although they go to temple, they bow down to God, they offer charity, they do these things. Because the sinful tendencies make them still indulge again and again. Indulge back again and again. So they can fall prey to the old habits, like the elephant example is given. Look at this elephant. He took a bath. When it came out of the water, it is taking mud and putting all over the body again, repeating. So he asked, what is the use of bathing like that? That means, you are you are becoming pure, again becoming impure. Again become pure, again become impure. Like that he asked. Prabhupada says 4 types of people. For example, one boy knows that smoking is injurious to health, he will never smoke. By hearing. Another boy heard smoking is injurious, but he also saw other boys smoking and getting disease. Then he gave up. And the third boy, he saw people smoking, he heard about it, he saw people suffering, still he wanted to experience it. Then he will experience it. And the fourth boy, even after experiencing, doesn't give up smoking. He becomes a chain smoker. One boy died with a cigarette in his mouth. He got severe cancer and he died. Even the time of death, he was holding a cigarette. He couldn't give up. There are people like that. That's why he's saying here, he says, I quit smoking, but I can't tell anybody because nobody knows I smoke, he's saying. See, there are people who continue indulging in a wrong habit. They have become sold out, a slave to the bad habit. You understand now? Like Prabhupada was telling about the Christians going to the church on a confession booth on a Sunday. They'll kneel down and say, oh Father, or oh God, I did these things, so please forgive me. But then again, when they go back, they continue indulging in the same thing. Because they think next Sunday I can go and say, sorry. So what is the use of that? Nowadays people don't go to church also. They just make a phone call and say, Father, how is everything? Hi, I'm sending a donation, all right? And then that's a kind of confession. So Prabhupada said, what kind of confession is that? Where you keep on repeating the same old activity. So then the question comes, why he can't stop? Then Shukadeva Goswami said, see, he should not only do yajna dana tapa, but he should use jnana. Jnana means what? Once you get the knowledge of what is the bad consequences and all, for example, if a boy comes to know that going to this kind of prostitutes leads to terrible 20-25 sexually transmitted diseases. They're very deadly. Some diseases are very terrible, so much so that people will die also. Like AIDS, you heard that, right? No? Your immunity goes down. So a boy heard about it, there was a fear. He knows that these are all impure activities, we should not do it. Similarly, a boy sees that his friends have become too obese. You've seen obese? Body growing in all 4 directions, you've seen that? So he looks at them and says, why this fellow became like this? Because he's eating too much junk food, French fries, all this hamburger, correct, no? All these kind of things. He has been eating always bread, all these things. So he understands that I am also getting little obese. It's better for me to not indulge like this. Better stop it, correct? No? So you either hear from others, or you see others, or you experience, but you develop some amount of, because when jnana arises, like in this room now, because lights are on, we all can see each other, correct? No? If it is pitch dark here, somebody coming running into the room, he'll put his foot on somebody's thigh, somebody's head, and he will also topple and fall, and the people on whom he is putting his leg also will suffer, correct? No? So in ignorance, we suffer, we make others suffer. But in knowledge, we can be wise and we can also not harm others. So that's why he was telling jnana is better. But then how many of you feel that even though sometimes you have knowledge about some habit and you know very well it is bad, still we are unable to give up the habit? Your experience of that? Correct? We have knowledge. We know what is bad about it. But still, why? Because it's like goods train. Goods train, if you put a brake here, it stops there, 30 feet ahead. That is due to what? Why you put brake here, it stops 30 feet ahead? Inertia. It's due to inertia. Because it was coming at a certain speed. Suddenly you cannot stop. Huh? So it takes some time. And also, one more problem with jnana is, you know, if you tell a person, if you tell a student, you stop this bad activity, he cannot stop unless there is an alternative. Huh? You have to give a substitute. For example, in the marshmallow experiment of Stanford, you know, they kept a marshmallow and said, don't eat it for 20 minutes, then you will get a second one. But those children who were looking at it, you know, do you think they could resist? No, they grabbed it and they ate it. And those children who got up and they were dancing, they were singing some song, or they went for walk and came back, 20 minutes passed like 1 minute, and then they got a second one. So in Krishna conscious movement, we have various activities to divert our attention away from sense gratification. Correct, no? Because sense gratification is poison. It is spoiling us. It's spoiling our current and the future, both. Discipline is gone, focus is gone, impurity has come in. But if you want to get away from it, you know, in Krishna consciousness movement, what do you think this society is offering you by which you can take your attention away from sense gratification? Anybody? What is it offering you? Kirtan, okay? Only one at a, only one, yes? Any of you? Yeah? Preaching, okay? It gives you thrill, huh? Prasad, what else? Association of devotees, yeah? Yatras, yeah? Higher taste, huh? Huh? And Krishna conscious movies. See, for everything material which is poisonous, there is a substitute here. For example, there are so many Netflix movies, material movies which boys are watching. And you have very powerful Krishna conscious movies coming up, correct, no? Like now there is even this Sakshi Gopal, Kailash and all have become very good movies nowadays. And Chopati Temple, they have made more than 200 dramas now. So dramas are available, movies are available. Now materialist people come together for dancing in DJ. Now we have our dance also. Our dance is daily dance. They only dance once a while. Our dance is daily dance, correct now? So we are not missing dancing, correct now? Yeah. Now they say that we are having a big party and a big feast. But in the feast they eat meat, drink wine and all those dirty things. But we also have our feast also, festival feast. We have 10 items, 12 items, correct no? In Yatra we had so many items, isn't it? We also have our prasad. So they are studying so many self-help books and so many other books and all. But we have Shastra. For our intelligence, to nourish our intelligence, we have Shastra. Shastra's advantage is it gives you a blueprint to lead your life properly right now. And also beyond that, your future is very bright when you follow the Shastra, correct? No? Yeah. In the same manner, you look at, like, you know, they may say that, oh, we are enjoying boys and girls, but you are also allowed to properly marry and settle in a married life, correct? No? Krishna consciousness doesn't say that you have to go to Himalayas and plug the nose and stand upside down. They don't say that. Or you are only a Kaupin. Be a Kaupin Baba. We are not saying that. Here also you find there are many industrialists, businessmen, you know, who are Krishna conscious devotees, even with wife, children, family, parents and everything. So, Krishna conscious movement offers various alternatives. We call it as education, culture, devotion. So, education is Krishna conscious education. A daily morning yoga class. And culture is food, dress, art, paint, dance, drama, music, everything comes in that. Krishna consciousness has got, you name it, and our movement has it. We have Rath Yatra festivals we celebrate. We have Damodar festival, we celebrate offering lamb to this thing. We go for Vrindavan Yatra. So therefore, these substitutes can keep us away from sinful activities, correct, no? So that's what Shukadeva Goswami eventually comes to. He says that the Yajnadana Tapa only stops sinful reactions. See, somebody got beautiful body, somebody got ugly body. Somebody got rich, somebody is poor. Somebody is strong, somebody got a handicapped body. Somebody is healthy, somebody is sickly. And these are sinful reactions, you see. We can visibly see it in this world. Similarly, these are pious reactions. See, this is a small reaction you can see. That means the prarabdha has come. Aprarabdha has become prarabdha. See here, this fellow is, should I steal this money? He's thinking. That is a tendency, kutam. And then he's making a plan. I will steal this money from this bank on 1st January 2000, he's thinking. So that has become a bijam now. Kutam has become bijam. That means a general idea of stealing has become specific idea of stealing a bank, particular bank. And here he has stolen already and he's running away with money from the bank. Who is chasing? But now it's aprarabdha. That means the punishment has not yet come. And finally he gets, aversion has come, aprarabdha. Correct, no? Is it clear to everybody, this picture? This is how reactions are coming in our life. Initially we have a tendency for a sinful activity. And then we get a specific desire, I want to do this nonsense thing. And when we do it, then we get aparadha. Then we get aprarabdha. Then we get prarabdha. Similarly here, see this one. A man is looking at a lady and thinking, oh, should I enjoy this lady? He's thinking. And then he's thinking, I will enjoy this lady next month in the drinking party. He's making a plan. And then when he indulges with her, he gets aprarabdha. Correct, no? Now he is secretly indulging, thinking nobody is watching, but 12 sakshis are watching. And then the prarabdha has come. Now you got some sexual disease, something terrible. It's getting like this. So this is how the reactions come. So, see here, our sinful reactions gradually manifest like development of a seed into a sprout and subsequently full-fledged plant, eventually producing fruit of suffering. Understand, no? Like you are seeing the plant. This is how our sinful reactions gradually come in our life. So Prabhupada was saying, how to stop this cycle? Prabhupada is saying, two things he's saying. Tolerate the sinful desire and do not try to satisfy the sinful urge, he's saying. So, shaknoti hevayas sodum prakshariri vimokshanat kama krodod bhavam viddhi sayukta sasukina. Krishna says, until the last breath one should tolerate sinful desires. Then you will not get another body. And if you develop devotion, you go back to God. Tolerate the urge. And also, what do you do? Like for example, if you have itching sensation in the hand, if you do like this, it will start, blood will come out. But tolerate the urge of scratching and apply balm, medicine. Then it will go away. And the balm is chanting holy name. Yeah, see here. Cause of suffering. Papam, disobedience to God and scriptures. The bijam is the material desire. See, first is we have ignorance. What is ignorance? Not knowing I am soul. Correct, no? That is ignorance. And that leads to material desire seed, bijam. And then sin. And then sinful reactions come. This is why we all suffer. This is a thing which explains why are we suffering. So, here comes the last very important slide you see here. The tree of sinful reactions can be destroyed by karma, jnana, yoga processes. But it can be, the roots of this tree can be completely destroyed only by devotional service. Like for example, here it is explained. Look at this slide. See below, if you do yajna dana tapa, that only clears your prarabdha karma phala, which means the sinful reactions. But if you do jnana yoga with tapasa, brahmacharya, shamayana, all those things, and impersonalism, then you can destroy the sinful activities also. You stop sinful activities. And if you do Ashtanga Yoga also, and Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, that can burn away the material desire seeds. Like he says, Vayasigate kaha kama vikaraha kshine shushke nire kaha kasaraha kshine vite kaha parivarah, jnate tatve kaha samsarah, bhaja govindam, bhaja govindam, govindam bhaja mudamate. What is he saying? He's saying that when your body gets old, where is your lust? You cannot satisfy your lust when body gets very old, he says. Similarly, when the leg gets dried up, how can the fishes live there? Similarly, he says that when all the wealth is gone, nobody in your family will look at you when you have no wealth, he's saying. Similarly, once the knowledge arises, he says that then where is samsara? You will go back to Godhead. So that's why the jnana about soul and body difference should be very clearly cultivated. That burns away sinful desires, he says. But then, how is it like if you have a tumbler with water, it's a dirty water, and the dust settles down completely. It looks like clean. Take a spoon and stir it, what happens? Comes out. Like that, the jnana is like that, jnana yoga. It's like a yogi can do pranayam and asanas and all, it immediately calms the lust. But then later on, when agitating circumstances come, it again comes back. But bhakti is such a thing, he's saying, see the top one. Only bhakti to Lord Krishna can uproot avidya, ignorance. That means if ignorance only is destroyed, and you realize, Jivara Sarpa Hoy, Krishna Nitras, I am Krishna's servant. And you identify with Krishna as your master, and your body and your material world, everything will vanish from your mind. It will go far, far away from your mind. Then you will remember, I am Krishna's servant, eternally I am Krishna's servant. I engage in Krishna's service. Even in the morning chanting also, what our mind will be filled up will depend on what we identify with. If you identify with your college studies, lot of study, academic thoughts will fill your mind. If you thought you are a kid, small child, when your childhood, your mind was filled with the toys, thoughts of toys. Correct, no? You will see that. Later on, when you get married and you have children, family and everything, then your mind will be occupied with thoughts of company, money making and all that. So, mind always gets filled with thoughts of temporary thoughts. Whereas when we come to that top level, avidya is destroyed, one will have Krishna conscious thoughts. Oh Lord Krishna, and I am your eternal servant. Some or other I fall into the ocean of birth and death. You are my maintainer, you are my protector, you are my master, you are my friend, you are my mother, you are my father. And I don't want to carry on in this material world foolishly. That famous song, Ekho na bujinu Prabhu Tomara charana. Ekho na bujinu Prabhu. You know the song? Tomara charana. Where's the karta? Ashoka bhayamrita Purna sarvakhana. Ashoka bhayamrita Purna sarvakhana. Sakala chadiyatuva Charana kamale. Padiyachi aminatha Tava padatale. Tava pada padmanatha Takibe amare. Ararata katanahi ye bhava samsare. Amitava nitya dasa janino evara. Amara palana bhara ekho na tomara. Bada dukha paiyati स्वतंत्र जीवने दुःख दूर गेलो ओ पदवरणे जे पद लागिया रमा तपस्या करिला जे पद पाइया शिव शिवत्व लोभिला पद लगिया ब्रह्मा कृतार्थ होइला ये पद नारद मुनि हृदय धरिला से अभय पद शिरते धरिया परम आनंद नाचे पद गुण गाइया विपद होते अवश्य उद्धार भक्ति विनोद ओ पद करिवे तोमा basically in the song he says, Krishna, you are my maintainer, you are the protector, you are my supervisor, you are my permitter, you are my director, you are my master, you are my friend, you are my dearest friend, you are my well-wisher. So this is the mood in which one should chant the holy name. And then he is quoting examples of Lakshmi, Brahma, Narada, Shiva. They are also trying to enter into relationship with Krishna in this mood. So it may take many years for us to achieve this type of consciousness, but what one should at least know that what should be the cross-section of my consciousness during the chanting of the holy name. We should absolutely not connect with the external environment. We should withdraw our mind. The ability to withdraw the mind and dwell on this type of spiritual subject and call out the holy name with fervent devotion, this is something which will come by abhyas, exercise. See, according to Shastras, if anybody crosses chanting 100 crore names, in this lifetime you will never come back to the material world. So how can we chant 100 crore names? Let us say how much we are chanting. If you chant 16 rounds daily, that is equal to 25,000 names. So if daily if you are chanting 25,000 names, in 4 days you are completing 1 lakh names. So in a year, say we have 400 days. And say 400 divided by 4. That means 100 lakhs you will complete in approximately 1 year. Correct, no? If you 100 lakhs means how much it is? 1 crore. That means how many years you will need to chant 100 crore? Do you think we live for 100 years? And that too we started only at 25. So we can't cross 100 crores. That is why what some people do, Ekadashi day they chant more rounds. Correct, no? And Kartik month they chant more rounds. So that they can catch up. And also those who have crossed 50, 60, they chant 64 rounds daily also. Many people chant. So their whole goal is what? To cross that 100 crore names. And because this is said in multiple Shastras, I knew it even when I was going for the Ramakrishna Mission books also I was reading, even in those days. Because somebody is asking that Sarada, Ramakrishna's wife, that how we can control the mind. She says that, one Purana says that 25,000 names if you chant, your mind will completely come to ground level. So I have heard there, I have also heard Shivananda saying also. You will find that many other organizations also talk about this 25,000 names. So Prabhupada, that's why he said minimum, how many rounds Prabhupada said? 16 rounds. That's why we all go from Sankalp, Smriti, Utkarsh. Sankalp we chant 4 rounds. Smriti, 8 rounds. And Utkarsh, 16 rounds. That's how we come. But you all have already crossed Utkarsh, so you come to 16 rounds, correct? No? So in this way, more than 16 can be chant? Yes. Minimum 16. You can always chant more if you want. Correct, no? Like, would you like to charge your mobile 60% or 100%? How many of you would like to charge your mobile early morning 100%? Yeah. Why? Because 100% will go all day. 60% means on the way, somewhere it got over. You feel miserable, correct, no? And you don't have charger also with you. Correct, no? So full charging means minimum how many rounds? Yeah, 60 rounds. Imagine your company tells you, if you do work in our company between morning 5 to 8, per hour we will give you $100. Huh? And if you work between 8 to 1, we will give you $50. And if you work between 1 to night 9, we will give you $20. So most of you would prefer which time of the day for working in the company? 5 to 8, correct, no? Because you get $100. And that is the kind of spiritual advantage you get. And because morning is in which guna? Daytime is in? And night is in? Yeah. So that means according to Shastra, those who chant in the morning, they get $100 type of benefit. Maximum benefit you get. Because you are with devotees, early morning, Brahma Muhurta time, chanting is very powerful. But if you say, no, I will keep some rounds and chant during the day. Okay, you chant, but we all know what is the quality. In the daytime, mind is very distracted. And nighttime chanting, is that you are falling. One boy said, I also fall, Mala also falls off. He said, and then he tries to carefully pick up. I think here only I was holding. He doesn't know. But in the morning time, if you have slept well in the night, actually you all can sleep by 9 and get up at 4. 9 to 4 means how many hours? You get? 7 hours. You can take 7 hours, not a problem. And then you will not feel sleepy during chanting. You can be very fresh in chanting. Because you may be used to 8 hours sleep before, coming to Krishna consciousness. That is because you must have been sleeping at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock and all, correct, no? Now you all have started, I heard that you are sleeping at 9:30 nowadays. Instead of 9:30, if you make it 9, the 9 to 4 is a very good sleep for you. Then you can be very brisk in the morning program. All 16 rounds can be completed. Actually, 16 rounds can be done in 1 hour 45 minutes also. I chant in 1 hour 45 minutes. Some days it takes 2 hours. But 1 hour 40 minutes, at a good speed you can do. Prabhupada says, chant swiftly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. 2 words you chant and hold the mind without running away here and there. So, rising at 4 a.m. is possible for all of you because you must have joined by June. Is it June, July? They joined here? July? So July, August, September, what is this month now? November. My Lord, 4 months are over now. July, August, September, October. Now you have become advanced devotees now. Which means we give this 3-4 months so that you can gradually, come to the standard of, 4 o'clock getting up and 4:30 you are ready with everybody and then chanting with everybody. You will be able to do that. It's very easy. So 9 to 4 you sleep. But one very important thing I want to tell you, when you come back how many of you come back from the college before 5 o'clock? 5 p.m. you are back in the room. 5 p.m. Okay, how many of you come after 5? Okay, what time you come back from the college, approximately? What time you return from college? 5. 6, okay. Yes, sir? 5:15 also. And 6, yeah, okay. So after you come, that time from that 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock to 9 is very, very important time. For you, that is a prime time for your studies. So don't waste time. In fact, what I used to do, I would not eat in the hall. I would even keep the food with me while eating. I will be looking at a book. I will be studying. So study is very, very important for you. Every day, evening, 3 hours you have for your academics. Then you can go to sleep very peacefully. Correct now? Today I have turned out 3 hours of good work. Then with great joy and confidence, you can go to sleep. But imagine you come at 5 o'clock, hang around, kya chal raha hai? Tumhara kya chal raha hai? And then you eat with somebody, ha ha, he, hoo, you spend time. And then 9 o'clock, people sit with the books to study. And your senior will say, Prabhuji, go to bed now, 9:30. What, Prabhuji, I'm just now starting. People say like that, correct, no? So that happens, why? Because our time between 5 to 9 is not utilized well, correct? So how many of you can promise me that 5 to 9 you'll utilize thoroughly for your academics? Sure? Okay, only half are raising hand. What about others? Huh? Yeah? Okay, those who didn't raise hand, they will give explanation now. Yeah. What you will do between 5 to 9? Is there any fun in wasting time in our life? Yeah. 5 to 9. No, I'm not asking whether you're utilizing. I'm saying you're going to utilize. I'm saying. So how many of you are going to utilize 5 to 9 effectively for your academics from today onwards? Okay, let us see. Yeah, take one. Take one. Right. Yeah, those who will utilize effectively. Yeah, correct. Okay, that's good. Then life will become very smooth for you. 5 to 9 you studied, and 9 o'clock you slept, and then morning 4 o'clock you are up. You'll be very jolly because studies will go well, and your academics will also go very well. And if any of you is hopping and jumping between 12 to 16 rounds, now you try to stick to 16 rounds minimum. Why I am saying this? Because Prabhupada prescribed how many rounds? 12 or 16? 16. And 16 what is it? Maximum or minimum? Minimum. So you already have understanding and knowledge. You attended up to the Utkarsh camp. Now every day you are getting the lecture. Knowledge is there. You just have to, and especially I will tell you that 12 to 16, that last 4 rounds, your mind will create a lot of trouble, and that is where the purification takes place. And the thighs, get up, thighs will say that. You don't get up, you sit down and Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. That's where the purification will be very powerful. Actually, many of the Yoga Shastras say, when the mind is protesting, not ready to do, and that is the time you do this Yoga Tapasya, you do, chanting. Then the mind becomes thin. The tenacious mind, like a balloon, like that false ego is too big. You take a needle and prick it. Like that you can make you want mind to overpower you, or you want mind as your good servant? A mind can do a lot of good for you, like a trained elephant, correct, no? You want mind like a trained elephant or a wild elephant? Yeah. So then you don't get up and run away here and there. Don't look at the notice board. Don't peep out of the window. And just sit in one place. Close your eyes. Don't fully close the eyes. One eye close and then semi-closed eyes. And then chant very nicely. Those who do the 16 rounds well, they will get a lot of strength, inner strength, to face the challenges of the day. Once you are out of this place, what terrible challenges in the outside world. Academic challenges are there, peer pressure is there, parental expectations, societal expectations, and then tensions and fears and worries about job and future and everything. So morning chanting, you do very well, you get that inner strength. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Yeah. Anybody has any questions?
If anybody has to go to college, they have to take prasad. They shouldn't get late. 8:30 you said. Everybody have to go to college. Who has class at 8:30?
8:30
You have to go, no? 8:30. Oh, right. They can take, you can take prasad.
Any questions? Question?
First, younger devotees can be given opportunity first. So who can tell me the essence of what I spoke today? 3-4 vital points I spoke today. Especially Nakul devotees can say one point. Okay? How did I begin? Kim pramattasya bahuvir parokshayir hayanairiha varam muhuttam viditam katate shreyaseta. That was. Where is the mic? Mic is coming.
Life with 100 years is no use when there is no spiritual progress. Even 15 years life with spiritual progress with high consciousness, it's very useful for us.
Very good. Haribol. Brilliant. He captured the essence of the whole talk today. Yes. Anybody else?
About the sin cycle, like first we do papam and then it divided to physical suffering, and bijam. And bijam again gives rise to desire.
Again it comes.
And
Right.
again we repeat the same thing.
Yeah. And where is the bijam residing?
Mind.
Yeah. And they are not one or two, there are hundreds and thousands of them. And they are the ones impelling us to think sinfully and act sinfully. Huh? So we have to repair that. We have to debug it. Very good. Then?
How to remember the holy name while before dying?
Correct.
Due to practice.
Correct, by practice. So, but 2-3 examples I gave for that. About the law, remembering the holy name at the time of death. You remember any examples which I said? That old man, while going in the flight, he was very proud. But when heart attack came, he became humble. Correct, no? Then he came to his senses. My Lord, death has come very near. I have to leave everything and go. Just like Parikshit Maharaj, only 7 days. Like that man realized. So, this body is here today, gone tomorrow. Therefore, one shouldn't trust this material body. One should trust our sambandha with the Lord. That is a permanent relationship. One should invest in that relationship, not a relationship with this useless body. It is here today, it will be gone tomorrow. Good. Thank you. And what examples you gave? That nurse I said. Correct, no? Now she decided, anybody in the hospital is going to die, I will give them the holy name. Correct, no? Because at the time of death, one should chant the holy name. Okay. Alzheimer's. The Alzheimer's old lady, devotee lady in Russia, everything she forgot, but what she remembered? That holy name is such an amazing thing. Daily, if you chant that practice, it takes the holy name to the innermost recesses of the heart, and unconsciously you will utter the holy name at the time of death. Yes, thank you. And then anybody else? Any other Nakul devotees? Any one point?
To break this sinful cycle, we should tolerate sinful activities.
Correct.
And we should change the taste of.
Yes. We should do 2 things. Whenever there's an itching sensation, you tolerate the urge to itch. You don't scratch it, otherwise blood will come. Don't, at the same time, apply balm. Similarly, tolerating is 4 regulative principles. Applying balm is holy name, chanting. So Prabhupada has given us both. Chant the holy name and follow 4 regs. So you're applying balm also, and if you're applying balm, it's going to get cured. And the 4 regs will make sure that you don't make the situation worse. Correct, no? Yeah. Then?
Bhakti.
4 levels of intelligence. What is the first one? Some people only by hearing they learn it. And some people? By seeing. Others? Experiencing. Yeah, correct. Correct, yeah. And then?
Bhakti yoga is topmost of any other karma yoga, ashtanga yoga, and this only this avidya can be removed only by bhakti yoga.
Correct. Because those who are doing this karma kanda, karma yoga and all these things, what happens? Only what is removed? Sinful reactions are removed. Reactions means the sufferings are removed. But if you do jnana yoga, then even the sinful desire seeds, sinful desire seeds may be burned. But the new seeds are formed. Correct, no? Like if you have a neem tree, you cut the fruits of the neem tree. Again and again fruits keep coming. Correct, no? Or if you cut the twigs or even the branches, again branches grow again. That's why karma, jnana, there is one verse in Bhagavatam which says, Yunjananam abhaktanam pranayam adibirmanaha akshina vasanam rajan drishyate punaruttitam. You know what he says? Yunjananam abhaktanam. All these karma jnana yogis who are abhaktas, is saying, pranayam adivirmanaha. Pranayama, asana and all they do. Akshina vasanam rajan. It says, the vasanas are akshin. Akshin means what? Akshin means they are not destroyed. Kshin means destroyed. Akshina vasanam rajan drishyate. Drishyate means dekha jata hai. We see, what do you see? Punaruttita means again they come back. Just like the grass I told you. You trim it today, tomorrow morning, comes back again. Again you trim it, again it comes back. Again and again it keeps coming. So the vasanas, because inside the root is not removed. So if you want to uproot the tree completely, once you uproot the neem tree and throw it off, the root dries up. Then is there a possibility of neem fruits coming? So in the uprooting, how do you do that? Chanting. That's what he says. Kechit ke valaya bhaktya vasudeva parayanaha agam dhunvanti katsnena niharamiva bhaskara is saying the verse that the kohra means the fog, Once I was in airport, flight was 2 hours late. All the people were hanging around the zone of boarding the flight area. They were like sort of raising their tone to the air hostess and others. What is this? When is the flight going to take off? And she said, please wait a minute, go and take your seats, she said. But tell us some timing. We are business people. They were all carrying suitcase. They were very busy. She said, see, when the fog is dissipated, the flight will take off. Then they asked, that's what we are asking, when will the fog dissipate? She said, that only God knows. Whenever God sends the sun will dissipate fog. When fog is dissipated, flight will start. So they couldn't predict. We were waiting at almost 2.5 hours. After that, the sun came. Then, in the same manner, the sun is the holy name, and the fog is the ignorance. So the sun destroys fog. Similarly, the holy name uproots ignorance. Correct, no? When ignorance is finished, then because no ignorance, then you don't have kutam, bijam, and then phalan will come. Those things don't follow. Root only is removed. Then the tree and fruits and all will not come. That is why the chanting of the holy name should be taken very seriously. See, now you may say, Bauji, anyway we are chanting 10 rounds, is not enough. But the intensity is not sufficient, because if you are chanting with low intensity, you can only destroy sinful reactions. If you chant with more intensity, then you can destroy sinful seeds. If you chant with even more depth and intensity and concentration, you can destroy the kutam also. Kutam means the propensity. Then when your chanting is like full blown, you've forgotten the world totally and you're in full bhava, you're chanting, then you can uproot the tree of ignorance. Is that clear to everybody? Some boys ask me, Bauji, you say the chanting will uproot you, still bad habits are there. That's because it's not deep. Chanting is not deep enough. Correct? See, somebody is digging in dozen places, will you get water? In one place you dig deeper and deeper, then you get water. Holy name, when you dive deep, then we can control the senses, control the mind, everything will happen. If you are subjected to sinful activities even now, that means you are hovering in Rajoguna, Tamaguna. So we have to increase the sattva and Vishuddha sattva by increasing the rounds and intensity chanting. Any other point you remember? Any example? Yes.
But then end of the day, if we remember God, will give a chance, so that we want the devotee life, so that we can grow in the spiritual.
Correct. So you get an opportunity to be reborn and continue your devotion service wherever you left. Very good. And then?
We have substitute for all other material activities in spiritual life.
Correct. And spiritual life is, the beauty of spiritual life is, you get similar type of activity, but these activities are liberating activity. They are not binding. But those guys who do other activities, they get entangled by sinful reactions. In Krishna consciousness, you do similar activity, but you are liberated. Correct, no? It's a big advantage for us. And then, anybody else who hasn't spoken yet? Balagopalpu, would you like to recollect some point? Balagopalpu is from LA, Los Angeles. Yeah.
I really like the point that you made about how ignorance, it destroys suffering for ourselves and also for others. So it's so important to read Srila Prabhupada's books.
Correct.
Because it situates our intelligence properly and allows us to...
Yeah. Thank you. That's a very important point, deep point. How ignorance makes us suffer, makes others suffer. Hiranyakashipu. Ignorant Hiranyakashipu made Prahlad suffer, world suffer, he also suffered till there. And Prahlad made himself happy, the whole world happy. Thank you. Yeah. All have covered, all Nakul devotees have covered, or some Nakul devotees are left out? They haven't answered. You would like to answer? You would like to answer. Give the mic to him.
We can divert our sense gratification by the Krishna consciousness service.
Exactly. That's the best way to uplift the mind from stooping down to Rajoguna, Tamaguna activities. One has to engage in Krishna conscious activities. Very good. Thank you. Who hasn't spoken yet? Anybody? He will speak. Yeah. Yes.
For every silly mistake, karma will definitely follow us.
You saw the Karma Ghost movie, correct, no? It chases us. Therefore, if you want to completely destroy it, burn away the karma, then Krishna consciousness will nullify it completely. Very good. Thank you. Anybody is left out? All are covered. Who? Yes, yes. Please give the mic to him. So he has come to realization today that we had chance to give him Haribol, Haribol. Very wonderful.
How many of you would like to do
If you cannot immediately go, every week you can increase one round. Or every Ekadashi, one round. Correct? Ekadashi to Ekadashi you can increase one round and come up to at least 16 rounds. That is also all right. If you cannot instantly jump to 16, because you need time to chant also. So But most important, don't waste the evening time. Utilize it well. Because, see, Karmi fellows have night time. They study, like 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock and all. And daytime they're sleeping. You can see that. They sleep 8, 10 hours also they sleep. You've seen that, no? But all of your life is so beautifully arranged. You sleep early, get up early, you're very brisk all day. Correct, no? Daytime, you should not sleep. Even if you sleep also, maximum 15 minutes. 20 minutes. Anybody sleeps 2 hours in daytime here? They'll be afraid to raise hand. Correct, no? But sleeping in daytime 2 hours is very bad. One boy was saying, क्या करे प्रभु जी, exam हो गया अभी. कुछ नहीं करने के लिए. कुछ नहीं है. There are so many things you can do. Human form of life is not a polar bear life. You should be very brisk. But if you sleep early, you can take 7 hours sleep, not a problem. Shri Prabhupada ki